let's take a look at some iPhone and iPad tips that you can use with iOS version 13.6. Apple frequently updates the iOS software on its iPhones and iPads with things like fixes and enhancements. To check the version on your phone, go to Settings, tap General, select Software Update. You'll see a screen like this, which will let you know what version you're on. Today's video will focus on the fixes and enhancements that are included in version 13.6. iOS 13.6 has a new setting to stop calls from spam callers and strangers. In this situation, a stranger would be a phone number that's not in your contacts or on your list of recent outgoing calls. These calls aren't blocked, but instead of ringing on your phone, they go straight to voicemail. To activate this option, go to Settings, Phone, and Silence Unknown Callers. You want to turn that option on. This feature may not be for everyone. If you depend on calls from strangers, for example, you run a business, or maybe you're in a job market expecting calls from prospective employers, maybe you don't want to turn this option on. So think about it though, and again, the calls are not blocked. They will go straight to voicemail. So up until now, in order to access the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth options on your device, you needed to go through Settings. And it's a little bit easier now. You can actually get to different options through your control center. We're going to show you the control center in just a moment, but keep in mind, essentially, once you're in the control center, you're just using a long press on the appropriate icon. That just means hold your finger down on the icon a little bit longer than normal, longer than just a little tap. So a long press on the icon, a long press for more options, and then tap to select the network or device. Here's what it looks like. The demo device I'm using is an iPhone XR. So to access the control center, I'm swiping down from the top right portion of the screen where you see the connectivity icons, the battery icon, just sliding down. And this is the control center. So the icons have always been available in the control center. You can see them in the top left there, the 4 grouped icons. But here's what's new. You can long press on one of these. So let me long press, that's press and hold, the Wi-Fi icon. It's going to expand this section of the control center. And then once again, I can do a long press, which I'll do on the Wi-Fi. It will search for a network and connect. I can also view a list of networks that I can select from. And it's the same with Bluetooth. So I can press and hold to turn that on. I can press and hold to see the connected icons or connect, the devices that I can connect to and select the one that I want to use. So if you prefer the control center as opposed to going into settings, this might be a great tip for you. Now you can scan documents in the Files app, which is free and available by default on your device. In the past, you'd have to purchase a separate app from the App Store to handle this. The updated Files app now lets you scan documents and save them directly to your device or even to your cloud storage. Simply open that Files app, select the Browse tab, tap on the 3-dot icon, then choose Scan Documents. Hold your device over the document and it should automatically capture the page. Okay, so here's a quick demo of that process. I have on my home screen here the Files app, which comes freely installed on your iOS device. Going to tap that. And in the bottom right, I'm going to be in Browse. So I'm just tapping Browse. In the top right, underneath the battery icon, is the 3-dot icon, which I'll tap. That brings me a menu towards the bottom of my screen here, and the first option is what we're using now, which is to scan documents. So I'm going to give that a tap. I'm going to position this over the document I want to scan. And just wait a minute, it normally takes it on its own. If you don't have patience, you could also go ahead and tap the circle icon that you see there at the bottom. On the bottom right, I'm going to choose Save. And I'm just going to have my iPhone selected, and in the top right, choose Save. So to retrieve that going forward, on the bottom left, I can choose Recents, and there is the scanned document that we just created. In the bottom left, there is an icon that will allow me to email it or messenger it off to someone, so that you have those options as well. But that's it. Easy to scan any document into a PDF so that you can, go ahead and share that as needed. And here are those steps again. Just open up the Files app, select Browse, tap the three-dot icon, and then choose Scan Documents. Hold your device over the document you want to scan, and it'll capture the page. Follow the prompts to save it, and you're all set. So you've always been able to rearrange, delete, and organize your app icons on your home screen for your iPhones or iPads. The process in 13.6 is just a tiny bit different. What you'll do is long press the icon that you want to delete, rearrange, or organize, and you get a little shortcut menu, which you can see here, and you can choose the appropriate option. If you're looking to delete it, get rid of it, you can remove it by using the Delete App option. And if you want to rearrange the icon, move it someplace else, or maybe move it into a group of like icons, then you would choose Edit Home Screen. Here's a quick demo. Okay, so if what you're trying to do is to delete an option, then you can certainly do that. Just long press on the icon and choose Delete App, and it will be deleted after you confirm that. If you want to rearrange your icons, then you certainly can drag them into different positions. That's not a problem. You're just going to do, again, a long press. You can choose Edit Home Screen, just tapping that option. And then what you'll do is you'll be able to slide these icons around so that they're in the right position. One of the things I try to do to keep my icons organized is to combine like icons. So let's combine these two meditation icons, Headspace and Calm. I can drag Calm and drop it on top of Headspace, let it go, and just up at the top, give it a new name. I'm deleting the default name of folder, and I can go ahead and type in another name for that group. And tapping on Done. And then when I'm finished rearranging, there is a Done option. I can also tap the screen itself, but in the top right, I will tap on Done. And now my icon was deleted, moved, or rearranged, and I can do that again at any point. So once again, those steps are just to do a long press on whatever icon it is that you are trying to work with, and select the option either to delete it or to edit the home screen. Routinely charging your iOS device's battery to full and keeping it there for extended amounts of time can do some damage to the battery. There's a new battery health option in iOS 13.6, and it's intended to help prolong your battery's life by learning your charging habits. To use this feature, go to Settings, Battery, Battery Health, and turn the option on. That's it for today's iOS 13.6 updates, but when Apple releases its next version, we'll be back with more tips.